Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Femicide in Turkey. Today's case was actually requested on my first Femicide in Turkey video. Someone in the comments asked me to make a video about the case of AHMET YILDIZ, and that was back in January. And when I saw the comment, I immediately researched who AHMET YILDIZ was. And when I researched this case, I knew I had to make a video about it because it is so tragic and devastating. And seeing as it is June and it is Pride Month, I thought I would make this video now. So AHMET YILDIZ was a 26-year-old university student. He was studying physics at Marmara University. He was known as being a really kind, gentle, friendly, loving person. Everyone who knew AHMET YILDIZ just loved him. He had a really positive, high energy. He was just very caring for all his friends. He was really well liked by everyone who knew him. Even though AHMET was studying at a university in Istanbul, he was actually born and raised in Şanlıurfa. If you don't know, Şanlıurfa is at the opposite side of Istanbul. So Istanbul is located in the northwest. It's close to Bulgaria and Europe. But Şanlıurfa is in the southeast, so they are literally on opposite ends of the spectrum, geographically speaking. And because of that, they have kind of different regional beliefs. If you guys watched my last video, you might have seen that I mentioned that Turkey is divided regionally, just like the United States and a lot of other countries. In my country, for example, historically speaking, the north is more liberal and the south has been more conservative. In Turkey, it's the same division. The east of Turkey historically has been known to be more conservative, and the west of Turkey has been known to be more liberal. So, AHMET's hometown, Şanlıurfa, is in the eastern part, so it's quite a conservative region. His family was of Kurdish descent. They were very wealthy, they were very traditional, and they were very, very conservative. AHMET grew up with a lot of expectations. He was the only child in his family. He was a son, so it was just pushed on him from a young age that he was going to graduate from school and then take over the family business and get married and have children. And just from a young age, he was really pressured into all these expectations from his parents. However, what AHMET's family didn't know about him was that he was actually gay. And AHMET never really came out about this before going to university, because he knew that his family wasn't going to accept it. He knew that their beliefs they would never accept that. He also knew that his community being so conservative, like nobody would accept him as well. So for years and years and years, AHMET just kept this to himself, and he just carried this secret around like a weight on his shoulders. However, when AHMET was 18 years old, he was accepted to the University of Marmara in Istanbul, Turkey. So Istanbul is the opposite of Şanlıurfa. Istanbul is a metropolitan mixed big city. Half of Istanbul is literally located in Europe, the other half is located in Asia. Istanbul has so many different kinds of people and religions and cultures, and just you can find everything in Istanbul. So when AHMET moved there for university, he was finally, for the first time in his life, able to breathe and to blossom and to become the man that he always wanted to be. AHMET was really, really intelligent too, by the way. He was studying physics at Marmara University, and he just kind of found his friend group there. He found people who were like-minded. He was able to join the LGBTQ+ community, and eventually he even found a boyfriend. So AHMET's life was going really well in Istanbul. He was 26 years old. He was close to graduating from school. He was planning his future after graduation like everyone does. He was thinking about what he wants to do for work and where he would like to live. And he has this boyfriend, you know, he was planning their future together as well. So he was really, really happy. However, there was one big cloud hanging over his life, and that was the fact that he never told his family that he was gay. For some people, not telling your family is the better option. It's the only way to survive. However, Ahmet just was the type of person where he didn't want to live an inauthentic life for even 1 second. He just wanted to be himself. And ultimately, that's the reason that he was murdered, was because he just wanted to be himself, and living a fake life just wasn't worth living at all for him. So one day, Ahmet did something that was so unbelievably brave. It took so much courage that most of us watching this video now will never know that kind of courage. He decided to come out to his family. I really can't imagine how terrifying that conversation must have been, but he did it, and he told them that he was gay. And it's not gonna come to a surprise to anyone watching this, but they didn't accept this. They were disgusted and horrified, and Ahmet's father actually said, and I quote, "You need to see a doctor so you can get cured." His family didn't take it well, but I think it was just kind of like checking something off the list for Ahmet. He just felt better that at least it was over with. But now he has an even bigger problem, that his family is threatening him. After he came out, they started threatening his life and saying that this was against their beliefs, and they kind of gave him an ultimatum. He either needed to go see a doctor and get cured, or they were going to end his life. So that's not really much of a choice. You can live a life that's not worth living, or you can die at the hands of your family. So I can't even believe I'm saying this. It's such a terrifying predicament to be in. But Ahmet knew his family, he knew their beliefs, and he knew that they were being serious. If they were threatening his life, they would probably follow through with it. So after a few months, he went to the police, and he told the police in Istanbul what was happening. You know, his father was threatening him, threatening to end his life, and unfortunately the police didn't do anything. There was honestly nothing else Ahmet could do but try to continue to live his life. You have to remember, he was living in Istanbul, he was 900 kilometers away from his family, and I think he just tried to live the best he could. However, a few months after coming out to his family, I think his father came to the realization that Ahmet wasn't going to go see a doctor and get cured. And I think he just realized that Ahmet would never be the son he expected him to be. He would never have a wife and kids and, you know, all of that. So his father decided it was time to end his son's life. And his father made the 900-kilometer journey from Şanlıurfa to Istanbul. So 900 kilometers is a very long distance. While traveling, you have a lot of time to think about what you're doing. As soon as Ahmet's father arrived in Istanbul, he borrowed a car from someone that he knew. And because he knew Ahmet's address, I mean, it is his son, he knew where he lived, he took the car, he went in front of this address, and he basically just staked out his son's apartment and just waited for his son to eventually leave the apartment. And that's exactly what happened. Eventually, in the evening, Ahmet left the apartment. I think that he went to go get ice cream. I believe he was just hanging out with his boyfriend inside and decided to go buy ice cream for them. When his father saw his son leave the apartment, he pulled out a gun and he opened fire multiple times. And he shot his own son multiple times. And all of this happened on a crowded, well-lit street in the middle of Istanbul. As soon as Ahmet was hit, he just panicked, and his car was actually parked nearby because this happened on the street that he lives on. So he scrambled to try to get to his car, thinking that maybe that's the best protection, the best way to escape is on car. However, because he was so badly wounded from his multiple shots, he was only able to start the car and then kind of swerve a little bit before he crashed into a pharmacy across the street. And it was immediately at that pharmacy that he sadly passed away from his wounds. And guys, that's it. That's the whole story. That is unfortunately the end of the story. Ahmet's father fled the scene and he was never seen again. He was literally never seen again. He was never arrested, he was never tried, he never faced prison time. It is hypothetically supposed that Ahmet's father fled to Iraq, which Iraq actually borders Turkey, and it's very, very close to the hometown where he's from. But in the 13 years since this murder happened, there haven't been any arrests. And it's really sad, but Ahmet's boyfriend actually had to watch Ahmet pass away.
Ibrahim Khan was the boyfriend of AHMET YILDIZ, one of the few publicly gay men in Turkey. Ahmed wrote for numerous gay publications. It was here, in this quiet residential neighborhood, that Ahmed was shot in cold blood, the alleged victim of what may be the first gay honor killing.
Olay yeri burası. Ahmet buraya arabayı koymuştu, arabasını park etmişti.
After he was shot, Ahmed tried to get away in his car, but his injuries were so severe that he lost control of the wheel. When his car crashed into a pharmacy, he was already dead.
Şuraya eczaneye girdiğinde orada duruyordu araba direksiyonda. Ben de bağırdığımda benim sesimi duydu ve tepki gösterdi. Babacığım ne olur ölme dediğimde kapalı gözlerini açtı. 2 saniye baktı. Benle vedalaştı ve gözlerini kapadı. Ebedi gözlerini kapadı.
And you guys, as I said, this all happened on a crowded, well-lit central street. So there were multiple witnesses around. None of the witnesses that were there that day were willing to testify in court. A lot of them were pressured, you know, by locals, don't testify because this is such a controversial case. No one was willing to testify except one woman.
A stray bullet hit this woman at the time of the shooting. She is the only witness that is willing to testify.
Türkiye'de böyle şeyler çok ama yani üzerine giden çok az insan vardı. Tabii bunu kapanmasını istediler ama biz mümkün değil yani. Bu insan olarak bakıyoruz olaya. Yani bu da bir insandı. Ben de burada ölebilirdim. Yani bunun şeyi yok yani, bu affı yok bu olay. Korksak da, korkmasak ki ben korkmuyorum ama geri dönüşü yok. Sonuna kadar gideceğiz. İki tane de alttan.
But Umahan is punished for testifying. After going to the police, 4 bullets are shot at her house. She moves but won't be silenced. As a dedicated Muslim, she wants to tell everybody that the Quran does not accept such acts.
Yani burada ne dinlerde, hiçbir dinde yoktur burada insan öldürmek. Kişinin özel hayatı, tercihi kendisine aittir. Yani bu konuda bizim yargılama diye bir şeyimiz yok. Yani yargılayamayız.
So yeah guys, that is the end of the story. That is the very tragic, very sad story of Ahmet Yildiz and his short-lived life. Guys, whatever your belief system is, just try to love everyone. We're all doing the best that we can. We're all struggling. We're all silently suffering. But, you know, the best we can do is to just love each other and take care of each other and just be there for one another, guys, no matter what your belief is. Guys, I love you all. I hope you all are well. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Hello, my name is Ed Caraballo from New York City, and Ahmet with part of my family.
Kaixo, Joseba naiz, Euskal Herriko semea eta Ahmet nere familia da.
I'm Alex from Barcelona.
Hello, my name is Ron. I'm from Florida.
My name is Graham, and I'm from Brisbane, Australia.
My name is Mike from Louisiana in the United States. My name is Stephen Curtis from London, Ontario, Canada.
And Ahmet is my family.
And Ahmet is my family.
Bonjour, je suis français et Ahmet est ma famille.
And Ahmet is my family.
And Ahmet was part of my family.
Ahmet es mi familia.
And Ahmet is my family.
Hola, soy Salvador de Barcelona. Ahmet es mi familia.
And Ahmet is my family.
Hola, me llamo Jaime. Soy de Chile y Ahmet es mi familia.
And Ahmet was part of my family.